Welcome to the Quiet Archives. Today is week 2 of the Blooming Slowly series. This is what we're going to be making today. It's this whole page spread and this pocket. So our scripture is the beauty of unseen growth in Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. You can see I already got ink all over my paper and starting to look old. I'm really having fun with this journal, so I hope you're following along with me and have your own archive started. So the beauty of unseen growth. Dear Eleanor, thank you for your beautiful letter. Your words about your roses in your heart, they felt like a gentle hand on mine. How tenderly you put into words what so many of us know in our souls, this desire to bloom, to trust, to believe God is working, even when we can't yet see it. I've been thinking on it ever since I read your last letter. You're so right. There's so much that happens beneath the surface that we never see. I have been reminded lately of the seeds I planted months ago, the ones I almost forgot about. I had no idea what might come of them. I just trusted God with the planting. And now the tiny signs of life are beginning to appear. Not all of them will grow, not all of them will bloom, but I'm learning that that's okay because the one who planted the seed is faithful to bring the increase. Some of the most beautiful things in my garden and in my life came from seasons of waiting. I couldn't see their worth in the waiting, but God was always working. Thank you for reminding me to be patient with the process, keep showing up, to keep watering, to keep believing. This is beauty in the unseen. There is purpose in the stillness, and there is a harvest coming if we don't give up. Let's keep encouraging each other, dear friend. You're not alone in this. We are both in the garden, tending, trusting, and learning to rest in His perfect timing. I'll be praying for your roses, your heart, and the quiet places where God is growing what only He can see right now, with affection, grace. I think that is a beautiful letter this week. And last week, Eleanor really helped me in my heart. And this week, Grace is reminding me that I did plant a lot of little seeds. One of those was this particular idea of Quiet Wednesday, which has turned into the Quiet Archives, which now is letters from the ladies. So we need to archive this one. I don't have my stamps yet, but we can get started. So what I did, I have 2 different pages in here at the moment. I have my Registry of Dispatches, which this is my outgoing mail, and I put down here a reflection of how this paper's going. This here is the Quiet Archives. I don't think I showed you the front picture. And what I'm doing is I'm adding more signatures as I go. So we filled these pages up. Today we're going to give Grace a number. She is at C 2026. Let's go C 2026 003. Don't put the date like I did. So today's date, we're going to say it's the 9th, I believe. 19th, 2026. Grace is writing to Eleanor. Really, I don't have dates on this, so we can leave that blank, or we can just, I'll leave it blank, and I'm going to put a letter to Eleanor and Grace. Location, Paris, France. It is public. It has been scanned, it has been published and digitized. We are working with the original, so this is my original. And I'm going to put for my notes that Grace talks about planting seeds, not being able to see the seed. Them grow fast. But knowing God, lets them grow at his time. Okay. So I need to do my, why did I put July 19th? It's supposed to be July 9th. Okay, let's just mark that through. And you see what happens is you get all these things, and that's what happened in the old days. If you notice this, I showed it in the last video. It's an actual letter from the George Engelman papers. But if you look, see the fountain pen ink is smeared. There's different spots where they just mark it out and write it there. And that's what I'm doing, is I'm doing it just like I don't have all that stuff. So then I'm going to update my date, July 9th. And I'm doing the 9th because I'm doing this ahead of time, but I would rather these be on the dates that I'm publishing. And what I do sometimes is I just check it like that. So you know that says July 30th, so good thing I checked it. Because I got it wrong. I'm new to using these stamps. It's been a long time. Yeah. So then I can put on here somewhere that I got that. I can put, what I put on the other side? Just the QA number. QAC. So we got that on there. I'm not going to do any more stamping right now because I have some new stamps coming in. And we can do all the stamping at one time. So that's our next signature. And you can see I haven't even printed on this side because I'm thinking I want to change this. Well, I am going to update it, but then I didn't update it before this video. So now I've got that page, which is going to stay in there. So I hope you enjoy watching and listening as I go through and I do all this and make these little edges and little pockets. So today I am back for week 2 of our Quiet Archives, the letters between Grace and Eleanor. So Grace and Eleanor are fictional characters that I created. They are from the 1800s. They are Victorian ladies that are sending letters back and forth, sometimes about flowers, sometimes about family, sometimes about the trials and tribulations of home. And it's just a correspondence between two friends that I'm going to be sharing every week. I'm really excited because last week was a lot of fun for me. So the name of July's series, we've named it Bloom Slowly. And so far, Eleanor has sent up Grace a letter. And today, Grace is going to send back Eleanor's letter. I'm not going to sit here and cut all these out, but I want this one. And I don't know, we may come back and get another one. I kind of like that one right there. And I was going to do this one different, but I might do it like we did the one yesterday. I don't know, last Wednesday. Let me think about it. So it's Sunday. I have my surgery on Friday, so you'll be seeing this on Wednesday. I'm hoping to get week 3 up this weekend also. That way I've got a little bit ahead for you. If not, I do apologize ahead of time. You know, I'd like to do a little preview of what we talked about last week, because I'll be honest, I done forgot and I didn't read it before I got on here. So we talked about Joshua 1:9 and not being scared and frightened and letting God take care of things, and that had a big impact on me last week just because of all that I've got going on right now with my surgery coming up and all. So this has actually come at a good time for me, and I had planned these way before I knew I was having this surgery or any of this coming along. So you can see how good God is. He already knows what's going on in your life. And you don't even need to do much. You just need to believe in God. So that's what I did. I went and wrote my letter last week. And I got all that off my heart because I was really having a bad day that day. If you were here, you got to hear a little bit about what was going on. But things have gotten better with that too. My grandson has got his birthday, and tomorrow he's going, I think, to get his driver's license. So he is really excited about that. We're still planning on going to Mexico in September, the end of August, the 1st of September. And I didn't realize that my passport expired this year. I thought I had got it in 2018, which I'm still saying I did, because that's the year I went to India on a mission trip. But my passport says 2016, so I can't argue with them about it. So I guess we're not going to argue. We're just going to send it in, and I got it sent in. I misread this thing online. I thought it was post office, or at least the passport office. It wasn't. It was a fast, expedited service to get your passport. And I didn't fill it out thinking that I was paying for my passport, but I didn't. Luckily, they did have a refund policy that within 48 hours, they would refund my money, which was $125. And all they did was fill out the paperwork. Now, they may have been going to do more than that later on. I don't know. But I was like, nope, I can't do this. So I waited Monday for them to send me the email that they canceled it. And I just took my already filled out paperwork, because I did fill it out on their website, and I had it printed as PDF. I just went ahead and used that. I just went in, they took a picture, I paid for it, and they put it all in the envelope, and I signed it. That was it. And $160. Well, it was $190 by the time I got my photo. I did go ahead and get the book and the card. So, I really don't know if I want to do all this time. We might. Let's see. I do remember I need to fold this right so I can find out where that went. Yeah. I do like how these are going in there. It's going to be kind of bulky if I do all of them this way. And look at me. I just totally did that wrong too. You know what? Today, since I just put glue all over the back of this, we're going to do this differently. I was going to do the envelope, which we still have the envelope to add. So we'll figure out what we're going to do with it here in a minute. Okay. So I have to look back because I don't remember. It's like 1 and 1. So 1 up and 1 right there. I like the dot grid because I can just stick it down like that. Okay, and get the other side. We'll do that. So you can do different things with your letters. You can glue them in like we did last week. You can mess up and plan on gluing them in the envelope like we did last week, and you can change your mind and do exactly what I'm doing and find something else to do. And I actually have gotten a couple of ideas just since I'm sitting here, what we can do with that envelope. You know what? Good thing I looked. I'm going the wrong way and nobody said nothing. So that actually goes with our other pages up here, which is good. So one thing we could do with this, we could use it for pockets. Let me see. really don't need the envelope today, so I am going to use it for something else. Oh, look at that. Use the scissors on that one. Okay, see if I can go the other way without destroying it. So what I want to do, I'm going to straighten this out a little bit. So I think, because this is on thin paper and I really don't need a whole lot, I'm going to glue this down to their self like this, and we're going to use them for pockets though. So you don't necessarily have to use these as they are when you get them. You can make up your own mind and use them like this, or use them for something else. I don't know. You could make tags out of it. I'm just going to trim around this corner. And I kind of thought I might actually do that. Hold on, let me get around the corner first before I start talking too much. What I'm thinking about is this would fold in and making like a little gusset right there. And do the same thing over here. And maybe even at the bottom, so it's a more of a pocket. And then I'm just going to trim this and put it on my book. And I actually think I'm going to put it on the other page, because I have some stuff over there that I really want to have pockets for. All right. Then let me just get a place today. I'm going to stop cleaning. I mean, really, I'm going to stop cleaning because it just messes me up. So over here, I did want a pocket for Eleanor and Grace, maybe. So this could go down here or this way. I think I like it that way. I think that's the way we had it the way I'd look at me. So Monday or Tuesday, maybe Sunday, I don't know when I'm going to put the video up, but you will see the video of how to make this envelope to stick in here and recording it in our journal. So now this should fit right in there. Yeah. I have that. Let's see. We were using this on the other page. We could just go ahead and work on it a little bit here to bring those two pages together. That'd be nothing really big and fancy. Now the next page I'm not going to stencil, I don't think. Not yet. We might do it later. But get on. It's my hair. I'm just going to flip this over and do the other side a little bit. Okay. I do kind of want something like there. It had to be a lot, just something to. That looks good. I like it. So I think this one will fit in there. Look at that. Then we have these that are left that we could do pockets too. We could do little tucks like that. We want to just glue them together instead of wasting them. From State Farm, my birthday card. I'm going to use this to glue these on so we have a sturdier background for our pockets and stuff. I don't know that I really want the happy birthday, but I'm thinking about do I want it or not. This is just a way to use up junk mail. See, that's coming through. This side would probably look alright. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna cut these two out. Let's see. So I could darken that up pretty good. I need some more of this. I'm being noisy today. I'm sorry. I don't think I want that white on there. No, I don't. Okay. So these could be a couple of different things. We could make tucks out of them. We got all this ephemera over there. We could put something on it, couldn't we? And make like a side page. Okay. See, that would go as a pocket. What I think I want to do though, and I just said it, but I don't remember what I want to do it, how I want to do it. We could put one of these. I think some pretty lace or something would look good on it. Because I'm gonna glue it down as a tuck, I think. Let's see what we can do. Grab my lace box. I have this lace. We already used once. I could do it like that. Put this in there, maybe. Or even this one. That too, but I don't know. I got this little bit of lace. Look, it almost fits perfectly on there. It's not quite right either. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. It's not the right color, but let's see what we can do with it. I do have this too. Yeah, let's put a little bit of this on there and scrunch it up, and we'll use the white. I want the white. So I'm going to use this little kind of squish it up because I'm going to get it all over me while I'm doing this. I'm trying to get the glue stuck to the lace while I'm doing this. It's kind of like a three-part thing. See how this side is starting to stick all by itself? Now that I got the glue on it, then you got to work fast, because look here, I don't want that quite so bunched up. Okay, not that. I don't know if that'll hold it or not. Let's try it. Okay. So I'm thinking actually we could do something like that. That would be good if it was on thicker paper, wouldn't it? Give it a minute. I don't know what I want. I do feel like whatever I put on here needs to be thickened up. That would look cute, I think. Yeah, we could have like a lace thing at the side of it. I'm really wanting stuff like that for my journal, so, you know. And really, we might not even need nothing on that. Just stick it on there like that and say we're done. What you think? One thing I do want to do is go ahead and let's darken this side up in case you see it too much. Well, it's not so hard to do it once it's on. And it could go there, and we could put this on it. I could go out that way. I kind of like that. What do you think? Maybe add a little bit more. Is that too far? Yeah. I kind of like that. Yeah. That's what we're going to do right there. So I probably don't need this glue, but I'm fixing to use it on the front, so we might as well. And I need to be careful because I don't want it all over the place, remember? I do want y'all down just a little. So just because I sent you a envelope doesn't mean you got to finish with an envelope. I think this turned out pretty good. I like it. Need something. Oh, well, I was going to say maybe a butterfly. Don't need that many butterflies to. Okay. I like the other one too. Or this green one with the. Put it right there. Or the yellow one. So green or yellow? Yellow's too much. Blends in. Do have that white one. So what I did was I just took some scrap papers and punched them out. I really like the green, but hey, that was kind of cute. I can get it dark enough. that, or do we want the orange one, the green one? I'm thinking the green one kind of just pulls out the color better. But then the pink goes with the flowers too. I'll go with the green just because it's showing up better. And I know we got green on the other side of this. I don't think I need the big heavy glue because I'm not doing lace. Yeah, right about there. Actually, what if we kind of tucked him down in there? Okay. Put a ring on here. And I think we will be done for today. So how are you liking this series so far? Is it working out for you or not? Put one right there. Let's see. I like my bling. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it out of this thing. I probably need like one of those diamond dot things that you put them in there and it slides around. I got some of those trays. That probably is what I need. Okay. What about over here? Do we want to put one right there on that flower? Might as well. As we close today's letter from the Quiet Archives, remember that even the smallest moments are worth preserving. Thank you for joining me. Until next Wednesday, may you walk in peace, create with joy, and trust that God is writing a beautiful story one day at a time.